I had met him as a boyfriend after all that, and like not really being that close with him. The first night that we like say goodnight to everyone else at Matt's house, I think it was just Matt at this point. Don sexually assaulted me. He like physically was like forcing me, like attempting to physically force me to give him oral.
In case you guys don't already know, the girl speaking in that previous clip's name is Lex Updog. She used to work for the gaming company Super Mega. Dawn, the person she accused, also worked for Super Mega. Because of these accusations, there was a whole blow up over Twitter, and then it got over on YouTube, and all kinds of people got involved. People like Nickisnotgreen, Ethanisonline, Turkey Tom, even fucking Destiny, who's a political streamer. A lot of people got involved with this drama, and it's all because Lex Updog uploaded this video, which was 3 hours long, accusing Dawn of sexual assault for the first 30 minutes, then accusing Super Mega of mishandling the situation for the next 2 hours and 30 minutes. This video at first tarnished the Super Mega brand and ruined Dawn's life. Super Mega lost thousands of subscribers. They quit their channel. They actually quit their tour they were on as well. Then Don had to private his Twitter and shut down his art account, which is how he makes his money because he is an online artist. So, for such a damning response, right? This video must have been fucking peak. This video must have been insane, filled with factual information with tons of proof that would destroy Super Mega's brand and Dawn's life. Unfortunately, that wasn't true. Pretty much every single point made about Super Mega has been rebutted and proved wrong by Super Mega themselves or by people watching the situation, such as Turkey Tom, Destiny, again for some fucking reason, and some others as well. And it became very, very obvious that this was more of a hit piece on Super Mega than it was Lex Updog coming out with sexual assault allegations against Dawn. The sexual assault allegations took a huge backseat compared to the Super Mega allegations of the mishandling sexual assault. And in my opinion, that's already a weird way to frame your video. I feel like the sexual assault should be the number one thing you focus on, and then the mishandling of said sexual assault should be kind of like the secondary thing, less important thing, because it's obviously not as big of a deal. But for some reason, she decided to focus on the mishandling the sexual assault, not the sexual assault themselves. And unfortunately for Lex Updog, I don't believe she's the smartest person around, because she said lots of very blatant, easily provable lies throughout her entire video about Super Mega. We're talking things like just cutting off text messages, like the message before that would prove her wrong about knowing about something, or getting dates wrong seemingly on purpose, and just all kinds of weird things, or even like blaming Super Mega for them letting her live in their office for free. And then she got mad because the office wasn't clean for her. And it's like, wasn't this about you getting sexually assaulted? Why are you bringing up there being pizza boxes and dirty dishes in the fucking sink while you're living at the office if this is about sexual assault? And it was a really weird video, like I said, with a lot of provably false lies. And it pretty much really hurt the credibility of everyone involved in this situation. Nickisnotgreen looks like a total fucking lying prick now, as he should. Ethanisonline, his career is badly affected. He's lost thousands of subscribers and hasn't made videos in a couple weeks, probably because he is hiding from the backlash. And then you have people like Leighton, who also used to work for Super Mega, and they were also in on these allegations and gave different allegations about Super Mega being homophobic and racist, and those were also easily rebutted, and now his online career is pretty much over. But the person that's received the least backlash, to me, interestingly enough, has actually been Lex Updog. And that's because most people think, well, she's a victim of sexual assault, and then these people took advantage of her to attack Super Mega, because apparently these people helped her create this video. Now, I have a very different opinion on that. I think Lex Updog deserves the most criticism of all these people, because I don't believe she was actually sexually assaulted. Throughout this entire video, everything with proof there was her lying. There wasn't a single thing she said in this video that was true with proof backing it up. There's just nothing there. There's no evidence for anything she says being true throughout the entire video. From the sexual assault allegations to the super mega allegations. There was nothing with any evidence behind it, but she still confidently spurted out all of these lies and nonsense. So why are we still believing her about the allegations against Dawn when there's zero fucking proof? And she provides zero of it, and she's a proven liar. She's an unreliable narrator who celebrated, by the way, this is a very important detail I have to bring up here. She celebrated when Super Mega was losing subscribers. She celebrated when Dawn was getting hate. Happily. And this is an important detail because it proved that she was loving the downfall of her previous ex-employer with the Super Mega thing when she used lies to take him down. She knew she was lying, and she used those lies to try to ruin their careers. She celebrated that. And then she was also celebrating when the life of her ex-boyfriend, Dawn, was ruined. So why is it that, her getting back at Super Mega for firing her, that's perfectly fine. People see that. They're like, okay, she was just trying to get back at Super Mega because they fired her. That makes sense. But why do people not make that jump with her ex-boyfriend? Maybe she just wants to get back at her ex-boyfriend as well. Because from everything she said herself, from what Dawn said, it was just a negative sexual experience. She agreed to give him head. She said no the first 2 times he asked, and the 3rd time he asked, she said yes. They are boyfriend and girlfriend. You can ask your fucking girlfriend for head, and she says no at one point and say yes later. That's not sexual assault. That's not even being fucking pushy. That's your fucking girlfriend, guys. So who gives a shit? If you're dating, you can ask for head as much as you fucking want. You're dating for a fucking reason. So that's irrelevant. And she eventually said yes to giving him head. And why that situation was happening, that oral was happening, she said that he pushed down on her head, which is a natural thing to do during head. I have, not to brag, but I've done that before. And that she didn't like it, and she started yelling, no, no, no. And she said he continued to force her to do it, and she had to pull herself off. And that's why that's where sexual assault comes in. And that he did eventually stop doing it and let her go. When she said no. So right there, it's already kind of questionable if this is even sexual assault. Obviously, if someone says no, you should immediately stop doing whatever you're doing. But in this scenario, it sounds like he did stop after she started saying no. He probably just couldn't hear her perfectly because she was sucking his cock. And he was like, oh shit, now she doesn't want to do this. I'll stop now. That's what it sounded like to me. And that's what I think happened in the scenario. But she makes it seem like he was evilly forcing himself on her, right? That's how she frames this whole situation when she agreed to fucking suck his dick. You dumb bitch. That's not sexual fucking assault. And so the fucking allegations are already complete whack. And then there's no proof of her, it's just so weird because I don't even know if it's sexual assault the way she frames it, right? But let's just say that he perfectly heard her say no, right? And that's what she's saying. She was saying that while she was sucking his dick, she was just saying, no, no, no. And that he kept doing it and forcing himself on her. Let's say that is that case, which is heavily unlikely. But let's say that is true. There is zero fucking evidence to back that up. So the worst case scenario, I guess it's sexual assault. Well, the worst case scenario, it is sexual assault, just like the most minor kind imaginable. And she has no proof to prove that. But there seems to be lots of evidence of Dawn believing it was just a bad sexual experience, where he apologized for her for said bad sexual experience, but never said he raped her because he didn't. And he says as much, right? In his own response, he said she said she would suck my dick, and it turned into a bad sexual experience, and I felt bad about it. And that's a normal response. So the fact that these SA allegations took off and everyone's treating her as a victim is insane to me because she lied about getting sexually assaulted, right? It's debatable if it's even sexual assault from her own fucking story. But then, when we take into account how much she's lied about everything, how easy would it be for such a pathological liar such as herself, who wants to get back at her ex-boyfriend and ex-business partners, how fucking likely is it for her just to amp it up a little bit? The bad sexual experience, let's make it into a sexual assault. Because I didn't like it, right? Even though I agreed to do it and did it, I didn't like it. Even though I didn't tell my boyfriend I didn't want to do it, even though I didn't tell him I didn't like it. But because I agreed to do it and didn't like it in the end, I'm going to get back at him, and I'm going to use it to take down Super Mega. And that's exactly what she fucking did, guys. So everyone stop treating her like a victim, because she's not. She's a lying bitch who lied about sexual assault, which pisses me off because I know people who were actually sexually assaulted, and it's very hard to get their stories out when you have lying fucking sluts like this, you know, muddying the waters and making them look bad. And all of Twitter, all of fucking YouTube immediately sided with her, and now everyone feels pretty fucking dumb because she lied about Super Mega. But now they're like, okay, but she didn't lie about the sexual assault allegations. And to me, that's fucking copium. Because you don't want to realize that you ruined a man's life about fake fucking allegations. And that's pretty fucking disgusting, you know? Because it's just clearly all bullshit. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on this situation. And I feel like it's a pretty decent, like, thought process to have. She lied about everything. Provably lied about so many things. So why wouldn't she not just make one small detail change between her and Dawn's sexual experience together to make it into sexual assault? Why wouldn't she? She has a vendetta, clearly, against Super Mega. She probably has a vendetta against her ex-boyfriend. And as she says in this fucking video, I don't know if I showed this in the video, but she said that she didn't know Dawn for that long since they were dating over the internet. They were dating, but it was over the internet. But she said they weren't really that close. Okay, so then you say he sexually assaulted you, and you continued to date him for 8 fucking more months after that, when you said you had no emotional attachment to him because it was all over the internet. Like, what kind of bullshit is that? You took pictures with him saying you love him, like 6 months afterwards. What a dumb fucking whore. And I think she needs more hate than anyone else. More hate than Nickisnotgreen. Because in Nickisnotgreen's defense, he did a terrible job reporting on the situation, and he reveled in Super Mega's demise. But he, at the very least, I believe, actually thought Lex got sexually assaulted. And if your friend comes with you with a sexual assault, I see jumping the gun and making a bad video talking about it. Obviously, his response to realizing how many lies were in that video was really bad. He should have apologized for everything he said. He did not. He's too much of a pussy to do so. But I understand his initial video. Same with Ethanisonline. When your girlfriend says that she was sexually assaulted, I understand hating the people involved with it. But fucking Lex Updog. It's just a darn little lying whore. And I don't think anyone should respect her. I think she should have her career ruined. I think no one should ever support her or give her money in her entire life. And I think Dawn should be allowed back on the internet until she can show some fucking proof that something actually bad happened. Because there's no proof, and the proof she has shown about everything has been her fucking leaving out important details and lying behind people's back. So, Lex Updog is in conclusion, she's a fucking bitch. This wasn't real sexual assault. This was Quiet all over again. This was Slazo all over again. This was Call Me Carson all over again, where it wasn't real fucking sexual assault. There was nothing that fucking happened. There was nothing, no wrongdoing. It was just a fucking victim, a pretend victim, claiming to be victim to get fucking their evil agenda across. And it worked. Because there's idiots that have this mentality that they have to believe every victim right away with no proof. And there's a difference between comforting a victim and immediately believing a victim. You should always comfort someone that comes out as a victim. If Lex Updog came out with this, I'd immediately be like, I'm here for you. If you want to talk about it, I'm here for you. I would even say, I believe you, and we're here to protect you, make sure it doesn't happen again. But what I would not do is immediately witch hunt the people being accused without any fucking evidence. Okay, guys? And that's what, like, these people need to learn. You can support someone without attacking the person they're claiming hurt them, because you need to wait for both sides to talk before coming to a conclusion. And this is a perfect example of that. So going in the future, if you're one of these people that immediately believe Lex Updog, you know, that's a big mistake, right? You fucked up. But I hope this is a learning opportunity for you to say, okay, next time I'm going to wait for both sides to come out with all their information, so I make sure I'm making an educated decision. Okay? You can support Lex Updog, right? You could have supported her up until the point where, like, their information came out and they're like, oh shit, she's in the fucking wrong. Fuck this bitch. And you wouldn't feel bad because you never attacked Super Mega. All you did was support someone you thought was a rape victim. So that's my advice to you if you guys immediately supported her. And yeah, that's all I got. And I understand because, you know, someone lying about rape is such an insane thing, right? Like, that's one of the worst things to lie about ever, in my opinion. and one of the most vile things you can do. It makes you one of the most disgusting people possible if you lie about it to ruin someone's life and then also lie about it for attention. So I understand why people think that people don't lie about it very often, and you just have to believe in them, because like, who the fuck would be that evil to lie about it? Well, this is one of those situations where this bitch was that evil. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Very, very dark fucking theme. Holy shit. And yeah, like and subscribe if you enjoyed and all that good stuff. And yeah, just let me know what you guys think down below. Peace out.